Okay guys, I'm gonna do another quick vid. This one might be I'm gonna have to use it like night vision. That's why it's black and white. But it's about getting pop and getting power, even if you're in a shell. Now, the reason I'm saying this is there's a lot of guys that use the shell. I don't mean like, you know, the Ryan Garcia shell we saw. Just a normal shell, right? But they don't get any power off their backhand, off their straight. The reason is they're standing here and they're real bladed, right? So the tendency is when they throw, their body's compensating and they're standing up on their back foot and they're lifting and their shoulders are all turning like a big sail, right? Now think about it. So like you've seen ice skaters, when they got their arms out wide, they spin around slow. When they got them in, they spin around fast. It's the same thing with your hips, with your body. If you're throwing a big wide, your shoulders big wide and everything, you might have power if you're just a big, strong guy. You just have natural power. But if you want to get that speed and that pop, you need to turn those hips. You need to, and your body's actually small. Some of the big punchers in boxing, like, was it Hogan, who had narrow shoulders, right? Then when you have big shoulders, long arms, narrow shoulders. Now, how do you do that? Lots of guys say, get your heel out. Yeah, get your heel out. Remember that other video when I said, ball your foot, your back foot, but lift that toe up if you're getting stuck. But the thing is, you got to sink into it, and a way to fix it if you're having problems, because a lot of guys, when they're doing this big wide punch, they're standing up on their toe. So if I back up, they're going, I think you can see my foot, I think so. So they're not turning their hips, they're standing on their toe. You'll even see as guys get older, even professional boxers, you'll see them, they're punching, and when they're punching, they've got that, it's like they're not turning their back foot, they're not sinking down, they're like, they look like that. And that people say they're reaching. What it is, they're not turning their knee or the hips. Now, you can fix this though. Even if you're in a shell, if you turn that knee and sink onto the ball of your foot, you might have to lift that big toe, you can turn those hips fast and shoot a straight punch, right? This got a lot of pop and power without pushing, without using a lot of muscle. I'm gonna try to show you real quick. I'm so blind, I can't even see the freaking camera from here, so I'm not sure exactly what's in the shot. But if I'm back here on the bag, right? And if I do what I was talking about, the big door, and I raise up, you can, look, a big door and I raise up, that's not the way to get power. The way to get power, even if I'm in a shell, I'm gonna leave this arm down for a sec. Without using any muscle in my arm, I'm just gonna do it with my hips and my knee. Look what happens, I'm shifting down. So like if I was in the shell right here, I'm not gonna use my arm. I'm just gonna shoot my arm out loose. See that? It was a loose arm. All I did was tighten my fist a little bit at the end, so I didn't hurt my hands, because I got bad hands. Okay. Now, you see how so here I am in the shell, and if I do that, if I turn that knee in and sink onto the ball of my foot, even from the shell, I can get good surprising power. Surprising pop and power. That's like not even with me moving, and I'm a lot faster. Everybody can hit faster and harder if they're on the move, right? Or out of like a 1-2. That was just one shot off the ball of my foot. If you're in a normal stance, of course it works. In a normal stance, even if you're a high guard, a lot of people say, well, I can't get any power off the high guard. The reason is they're in the high guard and they tend to lift up on that big toe to punch because their body. Focus on that knee and that ball of that foot. Same thing. Watch. High guard. In the high guard, I'll put this hand down. Well, no, I just high guard. Good extension. Sank down the ball of my foot. I didn't even use my arm muscle. I just shot my arm out loose, right? If I'm throwing a 1-2 or even a 1-2-3, another thing, you shoot a 1-2-3. A lot of guys have trouble shooting 1-2-3. They can actually get where they do it, but then they're trying to go shoot a 1-1-2-3, and they're like, I can't do it, right? 1-1-2-3, right? They don't feel right on it. The reason is because when they do that 1-1, they start leaning over. You still drop a little bit into those punches, but they start leaning over, and their back foot is already up on their toe, and so they can't twist. So, get in the stance. 1-1 twist, then come back around. Now I'm not twisting my front foot. I'm not twisting my front foot even back around. My front foot's staying in the same place. So do this real fast, okay? So like might be a little sloppy. I was trying to look at the camera a little bit, but you see what I mean? I didn't lose my balance at all. And I didn't lose any power. And that's because of that 1-1 twist, come back around on the 2. Shoulders bothering me a little bit though, but try that again. I hope you can see this. Okay. No problem. It's just 1-1, knee in, then you pop. And when I do that knee, the best thing, I don't know if I did it right, completely right or not, but twist that knee, ball the foot, heel out. That's that foot, that knee, hip, then the rest of your body goes. That's how you're gonna get power. Now, that's probably enough for now. I was gonna say one other thing, but maybe I'll save it for the next one. Over and out. See you soon. This is GOG Boxing signing off. Bye.